Hi, we are on K2Born. I'm Tanguy Jacopin, and we are in the marketing series. The topic of the day, relational marketing versus transactional marketing. Okay, well, it's look a little more complex than it is. No, I'm just joking. You'll see that what we're going to do is we're going to contrast two approaches of marketing, two approaches. More recent one is a relational one. So I recommend you to go towards that one, and the transactional one is a classic one. What does it mean? Well, basically, when we're talking about transactional marketing, we're talking about single transaction. The focus is really short term. You want to go on market profit. You want to go on market share, and to a certain extent, it's a big problem because even if, for instance, you may have a growing market share in your segment, but if this segment is becoming less attractive, you lose the point. Okay, and this is something that is really important. By opposition, when we're talking about relational marketing, it means that there are many exchange, many contact with your customer, even when you're not talking about transaction. So it's much better because so this is the reason why we're not talking about transaction, we're talking about exchanges. It's long term, it's a focus, and because it's long term focus, it's much better because obviously you can talk about customer profit, it's about retention over time. You can have the input to build new product, and this is the reason why even if you get less customer, you can learn a lot because here it's market research. But as you know, market research doesn't exist anymore as it used to. Before you were supposed to say make lots of market research. After many months, you launch pilot, and through the pilot you try, and well, you're extremely happy that it works, but most of the time it doesn't work, and mistake. Now we're in a period where there's no more try like that. You try out at once with the customer, and boom, 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 and you adapt it on a pivotal base. This is the reason why relational marketing is fundamental. This is the way through which you need to go. Now, how would you build it up? Well, you need to use your web page. You need to use your smartphone, all the devices to create a community around yourself. Therefore, you need to have some content that your community will enjoy. Sometimes there will be more buyers. Okay, there will be more in that transactional. They will say, "I want to buy it," but most of the time, in the years, they will say, "Hey, what's new? What is it doing? Is there any tips that I can get for myself?" And this is when you're able to speak about it, you will. Is there anything that you can put a pin on it for using, for instance, Pinterest? Oh, it's nice. You get peer recommendation. So all these issues that are mentioned with social network are fundamental in order to power relational marketing. Okay, so when we're talking about different approach between relational marketing and transactional marketing, relational marketing is far more important because you've got a continuous contact with the consumer, focus on it, even because it's always easier to switch towards another company. At least you got the fluid communication, and you may be able to detect what happened just before your customer leave to another company. It just like I don't know if you know it's an anecdote, but it's quite relevant. Who knows first who's going to divorce? Well, it's quite interesting, but the bank knows it. Why? Because they have noticed that the move that the two members of the couple are doing, there will be one that will change his attitude or her attitude according to who's leaving. And instead of putting all the money on the common accounts, they will make some, as they used to, for instance, they will put the money on other issues. They will have some, there will be some change. And here it's exactly the same story. It's a better issue because you're trying to keep your customer. You will see who's becoming more, who has more, let's say, uh, touching point with your brand. What happened if it's going up and up and up? Is there a correlation between the contact points, the email, and so on? And or when it's going up, no more purchase. What does it mean? How can you reinvent it? Is it a problem of model? You can ask to have some feedback with some customer. So this is the reason why it's really important, because at the end you can calculate the life expectancy of the customer and say when it's going to work on when it's not going to be valuable to enhance the customer retention. Okay, so really important to focus on relational marketing. Okay, so that's it for today. It's a bit shorter, this one, but it's not because it's shorter that it's less important. I would say even the opposite. It's clear what you need to do, so make it work. Okay, thanks. Bye.